This is Mitch. Welcome to the Tuesday night call. So press star 2 to raise your hand. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Star 2 to raise your hand. Anybody, somebody? There we go. All right. I'm going to lower all the hands now. And then we'll get started. All right. We're in the process around here of trying to get some new loans and take advantage of these low interest rates. We're hypothecating some notes, i.e. putting up notes for collateral and paying off our private lenders who are in the first position and freeing up some private money so we have lots of liquid private lenders to help us as this market hopefully starts to loosen up here pretty soon in the coming housing debacle. Something's got to happen. People can't go without getting foreclosed on or without getting evicted forever. So we're taking this time to get our house in order, move some things around, get some new loans, free up some private money so we got plenty of dry powder. All right, you guys, press star 2 to raise your hand. You got a question or a comment? I'm here. Anybody got a victory they want to share? Anyone got a fear they want to talk about? Let's can't do this by myself, guys. There you go. Yeah, this is Mitch. I'm talking to somebody with the last 4 digits of their phone number is 6720. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Mitch, this is Justin. I don't know why my name doesn't show up, but...
What's the name?
From Justin Bedford from...
oh, yeah, Justin.
From Washington State.
All right, Justin, what's on your mind, man?
Hey, if nobody else has anything at the moment, I just wanted to run by you. We were going to go talk to, I had got a call from a letter, and this lady had called me, and the discussion led into this discovering that she is a realtor and had some properties, and I was asking about the properties. Properties didn't seem like anything I was interested in, but maybe she had targeted me, I don't know, but found out that she is a dealer. She deals manufactured homes.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how that conversation led into, we started talking about vacant properties and things like that, and then come to find out she's like right in that, that lane. That's what she does, that kind of stuff, or has done it. And so we're going to go talk to her and see what she has to offer. I just want to know what you kind of thought, what goes through your mind that she may present to us, or how could we leverage, what her capabilities are I could see she would, she's a realtor, so she probably, will look for properties for us. She knows what to look for. And then she would also probably be, getting the manufactured home as being a dealer. I was just wondering what was going through your mind. Is she?
Well, is she an investor?
No, I don't want to say she's an investor. Although, just looking up her background, I think she's also does storage. Because I'm actually going to meet her on a storage site. So she seems to be really keyed in on, and I think she even does notes type stuff. So she seems to have a lot of different backgrounds, and so she's going to be way smarter than I am on it.
I'm still a little bit confused. I mean, she's not an investor, but she does storages and she buys notes. I mean, she's investing in something. She's not just a straight realtor, right?
Right. I don't.
Yeah, because my hunch is, I mean, she's not going to bring you any super winning properties. I mean, this is off the top of my head. There's always anomalies, but you know, if someone's an investor and they're a realtor, if they find anything really good, they're probably just going to do it themselves, you know. So I don't know if I'd count on a lot of that, or they're going to mark it up and sell it to you for some reason, and you know, they'll cut some of the profit or lessen the pie, and you have to make sure they're not. Go ahead.
She said her husband was involved in it, and he's more or less, well, was a contractor, and now he's more or less, you know, retired from doing that kind of stuff. And I agree. I'm trying to feel out what she can offer me. I did try to give her that explanation that, hey, you know, I can't, you know, it's got to be a deal, and the numbers have to work. I'm not just going to do something like this for, you know, $20,000, you know, or something for profit. Yeah. It's got to make sense, you know, and she seemed to be really on board with what I was saying, you know, so I'm assuming she knows that she can't mark it up too much, or the numbers aren't going to work. So,
well, sometimes people find more deals than they can do, because they haven't figured out how to raise private money, or they don't have an endless bucket of money, so they run out. So they can, you know, just because you run out of money doesn't mean you stop looking for deals. You just keep looking for deals, and then you know, wholesale or hotel the ones that you can't take down if you're overloaded. But and then do you know what the rules are in Washington for being a mobile home dealer? Can you do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 mobile homes without having a license, or do you have to have a license from the very first mobile home you sell?
I don't know. I didn't know. I did learn that I do have to get a contractor licensed and bonded to have somebody install it and do all that for me. I have to become licensed and bonded, but that was kind of surprising.
Well, you usually hire a company that's licensed and bonded and pay them to do it. You know.
That's what I thought, but apparently they're targeting investors now, treating them as contractors or something. So now I have to go be licensed and bonded as a contractor. Believe it or not.
Where did you learn that?
Oh, I just talking to my brethren investors and what they're having to go through. Some of them are trying to skip it and get away without doing it. But one of the guys I talked to, he's been trying to follow it to a T, and then he got audited. You know, some could probably say maybe he got audited because he was following it to a T. I don't know, but he did get audited, and they dinged him. So I don't know. I don't know if it's written necessarily anywhere. Well, actually, I think it is written in the laws that way. But some people are trying to get around it.
Yeah, I haven't ever paid to try to do that really, because you're trying to do something you can do volume on. If you're going to do volume, you have to conform to whatever the regs are, you know. So.
Yeah. So I don't know about the licensing requirements. So that would be a question I guess I would ask her. I'm kind of hoping that she's going to provide some guidance on some of that stuff, seeming that she sounds like she knows what she's talking about and she's well aware of it, and she's been doing it for other people that are doing the same thing. They buy them and then they sell them, buy them and sell them, you know, do a 4-year or something like that. So she claims she's supporting those other people doing it. So
it just sounds like to me you need to have a deeper conversation with her about what the laws are and how you might work together, because I have no real way to know, especially in Washington. But do they have a lot of mobile homes in Washington?
There seems like it's becoming a little more popular because, you know, the prices everybody getting priced out of things, but to tell you the truth, it seems like that the prices of the mobile homes are just as far up there as regular homes. And that's why I've been kind of taking that turn.
You might be getting a little more house for the money though, or a little more land for the money. I would do some searches for mobile home subdivisions, not mobile home parks, but subdivisions.
Okay. I mean, I was just looking at property with, or, vacant property with that, and putting a mobile home on it, or I wasn't looking at parks necessarily.
No, that's good. I wouldn't look for parks. I'd look for mobile home subdivisions.
So subdivisions.
Where they sell the land and then you're allowed to put a mobile home on that land. The subdivision is actually designed or was invented for that reason, and be more aware of how much mobile home stuff's around you. Because before it's kind of like Corvettes, you don't really notice how many Corvettes are on the road until you buy one. And then you notice everybody's got one, And then it's kind of like mobile homes. No one really notices all the mobile homes until they start thinking about using a strategy that involves mobile homes. And then all of a sudden you start seeing mobile home subdivisions and mobile homes in all these different places that you never really paid attention to. So I would research that first. And I would, down here in Texas, the TDHCA is the governing body over the manufactured home division, and you can go to the TDHCA and look up all their rules for yourself. I wouldn't believe a lot of people unless they were just really an undisputed expert in it, And there may be a mobile home attorney, an attorney that specializes in mobile homes if you look for them, and maybe you can ask this person all these questions, and get it from someone who should know, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess the good advice I seem like she says don't. Obviously, she said don't buy the home until you've got the property cleared, which I appreciated that. But
you mean the property cleared as in you've got clear title and you own it, or cleared as in you got a place to put it, like a pad?
Right. That it clears all the septic or perks and all that kind of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to make sure what you're getting in, especially if it doesn't already have a septic. You want to make sure that even if it has a septic, you need to have it inspected and make sure that it's had a permit to be there and all that stuff. Because some people bootleg septics, and then you find out they're not supposed to be there. So, or they didn't put in the right size. And you also need to know what size the septic is, so that if you get a 5-bedroom house and the septic's built for a 3-bedroom house, then your septic's no good,
Sure, yeah, and fits in the property and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I think you're on the right track, though.
Yeah, so I just wanted to check with you before if there's anything or anything I should challenge her with or anything, but
I just get to know her better.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know though after I talk to her and see where this goes. But
it'd be interesting if you do some research on where all these mobile homes, if they're, how prevalent are mobile homes in your, 30, 40 mile radius, and see what you find out.
Yeah. I mean, there's a smattering of them. I mean, the reason why we're kind of looking into it too, not to mention you had mentioned it, but we're here in the city area, and I'm watching that people plopping them, right around here in the area, in the city area, which is a little bit surprising, because usually they're out in the rural areas.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, they're just plopping them right on the side of a city road, next to the sewer, and connects right up to the sewer, and the power's right there, and water, and it's easy, quick and easy, and then unloading it, putting that 4-bedroom in and then unloading it for some crazy $50,000 or something,
So are they
or
doing
more.
it new? Are they doing new loan, or are they getting FHA foundations, or are they just doing seller financing, or do you know?
No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm assuming probably FHA type thing. These aren't. Yeah, the people I've talked to, most people I talk to are not considering owner financing or at all. So
Yeah.
they're just unloading it cash.
Well, that's the other thing. You have to learn what kind of foundation is necessary to get that kind of loan, if that's what you're going to do, and make sure there's no regulations in your state or your area that say that you have to, no matter what you do, you have to have a certain, it's a whole different animal. You have to get with the authority that's over the mobile homes for your region or your state, and you got to learn all these things so that you can become an expert, so you know what you can do.
Are you saying I might not be able to owner finance it, or there's just more to it?
Well, I'm saying you might be able to own or finance it, but maybe they want a certain kind of foundation in your state, whether you own or finance it or not. Maybe there's just a requirement that if you have a mobile home, it has to have this kind of foundation. You need to know what that, if it's a more complicated foundation, or it's just the cinder blocks with the tie down straps.
Okay, you're talking about the physical structure foundation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Hey, that's a good question. Actually, well, that's what I'll ask her about that. Most of the ones that I see are like a cinder block, built, constructed, type, masonry type, cinder block type foundation. The ones that I've seen, it's pretty structurally sound looking.
Yeah, but sometimes like the FHA foundations, you have to pour beams. You have to pour a beam that goes across the front of the house and a beam that goes across the back of the house, and then you set it down on those beams, and they're in the ground, they're concrete beams. But that's just I'm just talking from my region, so I don't know how it varies from region to region. But you certainly want to jump into it. One of the best things to find is see if you can find a attorney that specializes in mobile homes in your area, and that would be a real jewel to be able to go ask these questions to.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'll
right,
take
my
that,
friend.
but I didn't realize about that requirement, so that's helpful. I'll see if she meant, because when I mentioned owner financing to her, she thought I was talking about like carryback, like financing back to the seller of the property or whatever.
The seller carrying the note, but you're talking about when you sell it, you own or finance it. So. Yeah, most people don't get it right off the bat. So
no,
you got to be very clear. No. I want to buy this with cash and I want to sell it with owner financing, or I want to buy it with borrowed money and I want to sell it with owner financing.
Exactly. Yeah. So that kind of keyed me in that she isn't aware of all the rules that would affect what I was planning to do.
Yeah, you might want to keep it to yourself for a little while. That's why you might just want to talk directly to the attorney. Ask her who her mobile home attorney is. See if you can get that out of her.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, I got a couple
Thanks,
of good
Justin.
questions. Thank you.
Thank you.